Really, the measure of a man is when they're tired and exhausted. I don't speak fluent Spanish. I took it in college. I handwrite out all my lines. I like to see my handwriting, and I like to keep my notes over time. A lot of movie stars don't want to go to TV because of how hard you have to work. You have to be a soldier. Most of my stuff before CSI was kind of the jerk boyfriend, so I thought this was one of those deals where these two have a thing going on, so we had a scene where they make out. I love what I do, and I love the fans. One lady wrote me and told me how she wants to see me get beat up and near death and that kind of stuff. I think what's always been interesting to me than the science and the criminality with this job is what happens to your persona, your disposition, after day in and day out dealing with life and death. Anytime you put a cast like this in compromising circumstances or shake it up a little bit, I think we're all pretty close, so we draw on real emotion. I think my character's getting to the point where he can't even eat spaghetti with red sauce anymore, where he has horrible nightmares. He can't sleep anymore. I work so hard for the fans who watch our show. No, there are some location shoots in Vegas, maybe 4 trips a year. It's shot in Santa Clarita, California. I'm interested to go other places. I've been the boy in the bubble since we've been shooting. I need to go travel a little bit, see where the action is. Other than going to see family, of course. The show has boundaries right now. We're trying to widen them, not break them. I've been trying to pick up painting, but it's hard. It looks easy, like surfing, but surfing is hard too. I have a lab. It's fun to hang out and hike with the dog. People come up to him and pet him. It's fun. There are a lot of times that if a detail in a scene or a beat feels unnatural, they'll allow me to explore another direction to go until we're all comfortable with what we are doing. I think I'm a fan of people who were brave. My aunt, my grandmother, those are my heroes. We give each other a hard time, but no pranks. To be honest with you, I get a little fed up with actors who act crazy to make themselves more interesting. I've seen a dead body. I've seen some pretty gruesome fist fights. I've been a hunter since I was a child, though I don't anymore. I've gutted wild game. I think I'll give it up. The fantasy is over. I wanted to play Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Another challenge? Getting up at 6:30 in the morning to go act. It's not fun acting that early in the morning or acting at 4 a.m. in the middle of the night or in the morning when you're really tired. That's a challenge. What a luxurious problem to have. I think people would be surprised at how much we curse when we screw up. I'm like somebody with Tourette's syndrome. Over the years, I've gotten a little bit thick-skinned when it comes to the acting thing. I think we take for granted police officers and detectives that walk into some pretty heinous situations, and they really have to be very brave. So I love playing a character that's very brave, someone that kind of dives in the fire to figure out what's happened. CSI was a little cutting edge at the time because it made TV look like movies. It was shot in that Jerry Bruckheimer style with dolly shots, putting the camera on rails so stylistically, it looked aesthetically more like a film. I love action. I love stage combat. Sleep is the gasoline that keeps me going. I'm an outdoorsy guy. I've always been. I grew up in the late 70s. We played outside all day. I think that's where I got the whole notion of being an actor, stunt fighting with my friends. Lawrence Fishburne is my mentor. I've had a lot of sports cars. CSI is a part of who I am. I've done some things I've been scared to see, but you can kind of feel when you've got a hit on your hands. It had been an odd, kind of rough year for me when CSI ended. I grew up in a pretty small town in Texas, population 8,000, and we had a lot of open spaces. I feel like I have a lot of dedication to the acting profession. Whenever I didn't have a job, I studied acting, I sent out tapes, went on auditions. Around 93, I had to get a couple of jobs. I had a job for a while working at a gym, just so I could work out for free, because I knew if I didn't exercise, I'd go crazy. It's the key to my mental health, actually. I thought actors were born in Hollywood. I didn't know how to go about it. I really love Evel Knievel, what he stood for. I think my father's skepticism fueled me to work harder. To get to wear the costume of Evel Knievel, are you kidding me? When I was a kid, I had Superman. I had Spider-Man. I had Evel Knievel. I wasn't raised to be the braggart. If I get a free moment, I want to get outside, play golf, go fishing. With every passing week, I get an opportunity to improve my acting because I get to do it day in, day out. So a lot of times, I compare it to being a professional athlete.